Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to episode 1 of my FIFA 20 Everton career mode, which will be replacing the Tottenham career mode, which unfortunately crashed the save file and I couldn't get further than the game after the last one, which was uploaded. But this career mode will take us hopefully right up until the start of FIFA 21, where I will then restart a Tottenham career mode. And I'm just looking to get Everton to the Premier League champions, to win the Champions League if I have time. Should get around 4 seasons done, so hopefully I'll have at least time to win the Premier League. But this season is just gonna be a bit of fun for the last few weeks of FIFA 20 up until October 6th is when FIFA 21 is released, because I've pre-ordered one of the upper editions, not the base game. So I get it on Tuesday, October the 6th. But up until then, Everton career mode coming at you daily with some FIFA 21 updates and maybe some demo gameplay occasionally. But that's all that's going to be happening for now, so I will send you forward into the main bulk of the video, starting the career mode with Everton. And we are back with the pre-season tournament, which we have to decide on. So looking at them, obviously they're all 4-star difficulty. This one obviously gives the most money, however the likes of playing Köln, Hertha Berlin, Lille, Fiorentina, Werder Bremen, Eibar and Deportivo kind of puts me off, but not too much, so I think I'm going to go for this one. So we'll get the most money out of this. So the next thing, we need to sort out my squad. Now I'm fairly happy with the formation, a 4-4-2. I might try a 4-1-2-1-2 wide. I would say that, but I want to get Gbamin and Gomez in. Gbamin is obviously sitting here. I'd like to play both of them. So I'm not too sure. Best way would probably be a 4-4-2. 4-3-1-2. There's all, it's very central. 4-2-2-2. 4-2-4. Very attacking. 4-3-2-1. So I could always play Richarlison out on the right in a 4-3-2-1 maybe. It's quite narrow. But if I played Richarlison out there and Iwobi there, played Gomez, Sigurdsson and Gbamin like that. Quite a narrow front three, but I think I'm going to try something like that to start with. Delph will sit on the bench. Walcott, well, I don't need Walcott. So I think this is the team I'm going to go with. That starting 11, which is it's quite a nice team. I'm just going to sort out positions elsewhere, just because I like them to be neat. You in there, and not that way round. There we go. Sorted the team out now. So this is the team we're going to start with. Actually, Holgate is going to come to the bench for now. So Mina, Keane, Sidibe and Digne, with Pickford behind them in goal. Sigurdsson, Gbamin and Gomez as my 3 midfielders. Iwobi, Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison out as a very narrow front 3. If I just do that. So that's the team we're going to go with. We're going to go rather pretty much standard, just stay fairly high. We're going to play some fast build-up play because we have the ability, we have fast players, we can counter-attack. Going to stay quite narrow. We'll get some players in the box. So captain is going to be Keane. and then short free kick. So my captain I've set as Michael Keane. Free kicks pretty much will all go to Sigurdsson. Although Digne is quite good at free kicks, so Digne will have the long free kicks as well as the right ones. Penalties, Sigurdsson will have as well. Left corner, pretty much is between Sigurdsson and Digne for everything. Calvert-Lewin, I want him to stay central. Richarlison and Iwobi I'm going to set to get in behind. All three of these to cover the centre. And Sidibe and Digne to overlap. I'm going to make Pickford cautious with crosses just for the fact that he is only 6'1", which is quite small for a goalkeeper. So that's the team we're going to have, and then obviously I will bring in some players to strengthen it or rotate it round a bit. I think I want to bring in a right back, another first team centre back to replace Keane probably, but I'm not sure, and a central midfielder to replace Sigurdsson for maybe next season. So I'm gonna go have a look at them, and then I will come back when that's all done. So I'm back after finding players. Now, I said I was going to look for a right back. I then realised that Kenny or Kennedy, I can't remember what his name is an Everton player on loan at Schalke. So Sidibe will do for this season, and then Kenny will come in for next season, which is quite nice. But centre-back wise, I have three options, all from the Premier League. We have Nathan Ake from Bournemouth, Zuma from Chelsea, who obviously had a stint at Everton in the 2018-19 season, I believe it was. And Andreas Christensen, also from Chelsea, but completely underused at Chelsea in my opinion. Then for the centre midfielders, we've got Alexander Golovin. Obviously had a great World Cup in 2018 for Russia, and then got moved to Monaco. I'd like to see what he can do. Grealish obviously just come up to the Premier League with Aston Villa, and it'd be nice to see what he can do. And Højbjerg, who Tottenham in real life and Everton, I believe, are linked with him. I believe Tottenham are the favourites, but I believe Everton also have put in an offer for him. So we'll wait for their scout reports to come back. We'll now look at the office and we'll see what the board want us to do. What are our visions and expectations? So they want us to reach the round of 16 within 2 seasons, finish in the Europa League spot and finish mid-table this season. So they're all doable. Wants to find your 4 youth academy players assigned to each of the positions: goalkeeper, defender, midfielder and forward. That should be doable. Just sign one of each. Sign 1 crucial first team player assigned to a forward position. That may not be possible. And get 45 million earnings from shirt sales. Within 3 seasons, increase the club's worth by 30%. We've seen all of them, and we have no continental objectives so far. So this series is going to work like every series in the future is going to work. It was going to be how the Tottenham one was going to work, but I slightly changed that. But pre-season I'm going to simulate, and in today's episode I will play Crystal Palace. And in tomorrow's episode I'll play Watford and Villa, and normally though in episodes I will play 3 games and I will simulate the others for that month. So in September I would probably be playing Manchester City, Wolves, and then I'd decide between Bournemouth and Sheffield United. If we have a rather busy month, so there's 6 matches here in December, I don't want to simulate 3 of these games. So I would split December into 2 months, or 2 episodes, sorry. So in the first one I'd play Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United. That will be a very difficult episode. And in the second episode I'll play Arsenal, Burnley, Newcastle. That's how it's going to work. 3 games per episode, apart from transfer windows where there will be 2. also apart from today's episode, where there will be one, as we are simulating the pre-season tournament as well. So we'll just advance forward to this. We've had a loan offer for Banning May. I'm going to reject that, as I'm looking to use Banning May, however you pronounce his name, in smaller games, in cup ties against lesser opposition. So we'll simulate this match here against Carl, and we'll see how we can do. We pick up a nice 3-1 win here. Keane, Gomez and Richarlison grabbing the goals, and their goals grabbed by Uth. We've had some scout reports back already. Højbjerg, Grealish and RK. So we've just got Christensen, Zuma and Golovin. But they shouldn't be too long. Hopefully they'll be back by the end of this tournament and we can decide. Interest shown in Christensen. Leicester have approached for Christensen. Granada want Calvert-Lewin. Now, I don't know how popular Calvert-Lewin's going to be, but I am just going to block all offers for him. I do not want to sell him. He is going to be a pivotal player in my team for hopefully this whole series, which will hopefully last until the start of FIFA 21 in October. October 6th I get the game, and we will see. And here are the final scout reports on everyone. So we'll go and have a look after this match against Eibar. First of all, we'll see if we get through the pre-season tournament, and then we'll decide. We draw this match, so I'm not sure if we're through or not. The answer is we are. We are through to at least the semi-finals of this pre-season tournament, which is nice to see. But like I said, I'll go have a look at all of this. Transfers, that's what it is. So all of my midfielders are 23 years old. 2 of my defenders are 24 and 1 is 23. Now Leicester have obviously already had an offer accepted for Christensen, who does look like a very good option. Very good, best tackling, good defensive awareness. Not the best, but good. He's got medium defensive work rate though. But so does Zuma, I suppose. Good heading accuracy, good passing. He's got very good. You've got 81 defending. He's the same as RK. I think I'm going to go in for Christensen, and we'll try and beat Leicester to the post, which technically we can, because we can just sign him fully today. So we'll meet Mr. Frank Lampard, and we'll offer 18.5. We'll see what they say to that. They want 20.7 plus the sell-on clause. I'm going to put it down to 20, and I'll edit the sell-on clause to 3%. And they will accept that. Obviously, I'm not really looking to sell on Christensen, so a sell-on clause doesn't really bother me. But we'll see if I can sign him here. Obviously, he's going to be an important first-team player. He wants Crucial. I guess I'll have to accept Crucial because I do want him in the team. It's a 5-year contract. That's fine. The series is probably going to run for 4. But if he will accept 5 and take 5, then he can have 5. I keep saying 5. No release clause is perfect. We don't want another club coming in and swooping him. Salary. He's currently on 76. So I'm going to offer 60. Plus 500k signing on. Okay. So if we remove the bonus, and I'll happily bump that up to 55. We want 60 plus 550. I think I offered 60 and 500. So that is good enough for me. And Christensen is now in at the club. He is going to go straight into the first team over Keane, which is an interesting decision. but Keane is the least likely to grow out of the three already here, Mina, Holgate and Keane, obviously. Keane is 26, least likely to grow. Mina should grow a bit, and Holgate will hopefully grow a fair amount. So the team already looks stronger with Christensen in the back line. And the next thing we've got to decide is which central midfielder we want to bring in. I'm not looking really at Grealish. I'm going to take him off. I'm going to look at Golovin or Højbjerg. They look very similar. I think Højbjerg looks a bit more defensive, so maybe better to come in for obviously Sigurdsson. I'm going to swap the captaincy though to Sidibe. We'll take the captain's armband. We'll advance forward here and we'll see if we can get through this semi-final here against Fiorentina, which we do. A nice 3-0 win. Richarlison picking up 2 and Gomez getting 1. Christensen getting a yellow card, but that doesn't matter. Tournament prize money. We'll see how we get on in the final now against Eibar, who I believe were in our group. Just going to have a look at how this shaped out. So, yeah, Eibar were the other team in our group who we drew with. Yeah, we drew 1-1 with Eibar. And in the other, Lille and Fiorentina went through. We beat Fiorentina, they beat Lille. Semi-finals, it was only a 1-0 win. Hopefully we can pick up the win here. That would send us into the Premier League season on a bit of a high note. And we do pick up the win, a 1-0 win there. Gomez grabbing the goal. So that is ours. And I think I am going to go in for Højbjerg, just as Everton are currently linked with him in real life. And he does look like a very good player. About 15, saying between 17.5 or just above 17.5. So that's what's going to be my initial offer. I will offer them. Actually, I'm going to see if they want Morgan Schneiderlin back. They would take Schneiderlin, but for a lot. So Schneiderlin plus 12 million I'll offer. Schneiderlin could be going back to Southampton. Plus 15.1. Plus 14. So that'd be 20 million for him. 16.9. 15.5. 21.5 mil. That, I'm happy with that. They'll accept that. So Schneiderlin could be heading back to Southampton in a deal for Højbjerg to come in at Everton. I almost said Chelsea. I'm not playing at Chelsea. So he will be an important first team player. He's happy with that. 4-year contract, perfectly fine. No release clause, and I need to set the initial offer. So I'm going to offer 50 plus 400. We'll see what they say to that. If I remove the bonus and drop this down to 500. 59. 55 plus 510. 57. Getting there. Well, if I stick with 55, there we go, and bump that up a bit, they will accept that. So 55,000. Højbjerg is in. Now, like I said, I think I'm going to replace Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson will drop to the bench. And then Højbjerg will come into the first team. It's looking fairly strong. Gbamin, Gomez and Højbjerg. I'm quite happy with that. Realistically, that looks strong. Oh, I've just noticed. I think I'm going to want to bring in a keeper, a backup goalkeeper. But I'll do that between this episode and next episode. I'll go look at a few. But I don't think Stekelenburg is really going to suit this team as such. So after the Palace game, I'll go have a look. Leighton Baines is not going anywhere. Like he's done in real life, he's going to retire at Everton whenever he retires on this game, unless he asks for a move himself. Because I don't want to sell him on. He's been a class player at Everton for years. Obviously lost his place in the team when Digne came in. But still a very good player. He can go out on loan happily. He's not in my plans at all. He's 58 rated and 28. 20. Interest shown in RK, that doesn't bother me. Leicester? No, Chelsea. Oh, and the loan move has been rejected. Chelsea looking for a Christensen replacement then, by the looks of things. A loan offer for Banagame. Again, just going to reject it. Don't want him to go out on loan. I am going to, however, set up the youth scout, which I forgot to do before. So we will find the best one, which is Billy Morgan, who will go to England, the English man in England, for 9 months. We will also bring in the Scottish man to go to Scotland. So they're both going to their nations, just to scout for anyone, bring in some English and Scottish talent. And then we'll have a look at the budget so I have an idea. However, it's going to be a lot more than that because there's still 420,000 in the wage budget. So if we bump that all the way up to 85, we have 27 million to spend on a goalkeeper. Don't think I'll be spending that much on one. But like I said, I will advance forward to the Crystal Palace match, which we will play the opening day of the season. My sliders are the same as the Tottenham career mode, but I will show you them in a minute. I don't believe I've got them set up though yet. So I'll quickly go and set them up. So CPU shot error down to 40, pass error down to 15. Actually no, down to 20, I believe. If it's too easy, I'll change it. Bump injury frequency up to 65. Goalkeeper ability up for the CPU up to 60. Run frequency up to 55. First touch control down to 45. And I just want to bump injury frequency up for myself. And that's it. I leave mine flat other than that. Sigurdsson is asking to play. I'll say I'll consider it. He's probably not going to. But we have the press conference to go to before the first game of the season here. So hopefully this all goes well. Everton's excellent run of form in pre-season has put fans in a state of constant euphoria. Since your appointment, how does this great display impact the squad against the first competitive match? I'm going to say we have a lot of quality with the two players we brought in Højbjerg and Christensen. We are looking hopefully stronger than we were before. Does the team, to avoid the embarrassment of finishing in a low position? Oh, we could finish. I'm aiming for Europa League or just outside Europa League this season. I'm going to say this squad is capable. I'm either going to look to qualify for Europa League by winning the FA Cup or by Premier League position. I would preferably like to be playing Europa League football next season. Southampton fans are eagerly awaiting him. I'll say he'll prove he's the right man. So we have First match of the season coming up now. I do apologise if I sound slightly ill. I have a bit of a cold, so I'm a little fighting with that a little bit. But other than that, we will get into this match against Crystal Palace here. So here we are for the match against Crystal Palace at Crystal Palace's stadium, which I've forgotten the name of. Selhurst Park, that's the one. Just my mind just went blank for a minute there. Hopefully we can pick up a good win on the opening day of the season here. And get all 3 points with this team. Obviously the two new signings, Højbjerg and Christensen, get their starts here. Højbjerg is apparently our player to watch as well. Already 24 now. So the signing him at 23 was... Oh no, he wasn't 23. He was always 24. Was he? No. I can't remember. But here we go. Cahill playing against his ex-teammate in Christensen. Obviously both ex-Chelsea. And we'll see if Palace have done any big dealings here in this window. Or at least any players starting. I haven't, however, seen Wilfred Zaha. So we'll have a look. Guaita in goal. Ward, Cahill, Tompkins and Halstenberg at the back. Ayew, Kouyaté, MacArthur, Mijalovic and Maya on right mid, with Pierrick up front. No Zaha on the bench either. James McCarthy playing against his former team at Everton from the bench maybe. But our lineup: Pickford, Sidibe, Mina, Christensen and Digne. Højbjerg, Gabamin and Gomez in midfield. Richarlison and Iwobi sitting just behind Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Gabamin, well played by Mijalovic, but only as far as Everton players. Gomez, Højbjerg gets it out wide. Sidibe gets the cross in, and Crystal Palace do come away with it. But Højbjerg does very well in defending. Gabamin, Højbjerg, Calvert-Lewin tries to squeeze that through. Iwobi, Sidibe, Iwobi, Højbjerg, Gabamin. Gomez has a shot, it's blocked, and it's a good save by Guaita to keep that out, but Sidibe keeps it in. Kouyaté up against Iwobi here. Iwobi trying to use his strength. Kouyaté. Højbjerg picks it out. Finds Gabamin. Finds Calvert-Lewin. There's a bit of room to run. Gets fouled by Cahill, and there is a chance for a free kick here. Digne gets the shot off, but it's wide of the target, and it remains 0-0 here. 24 minutes played. Could be their first big chance, big threat. However, it doesn't beat Alex Iwobi at the front post, who has a chance to run and has the pace on the defenders. It's a good counter-attack here. Richarlison round his man. Richarlison has it, an easy shot there, and 33 minutes in on the counter-attack, Everton make it 1-0 away from home. Richarlison and Iwobi doing all the hard work there, really. Plays a lovely ball through for Richarlison, who takes it well, shrugs off the defender, and just wraps his foot round that. Not really into the far corner, but just beyond the keeper, and it's a nice finish, and we are 1-0 up here. Richarlison grabbing his first goal of the league. Kouyaté, Mijalovic, Pierrick, Kouyaté, MacArthur, Kouyaté does well. Pickford with a good save down low. I thought Kouyaté was going to try and square that. That's why I backed off him a bit. But it's a very good reaction save from the Everton goalkeeper. Very well. Christensen gets in the way of that. And as we're coming up on half time here. Calvert-Lewin does well. Goes for the shot. It's a good save from Guaita at the shot from distance from Calvert-Lewin. Crossed in by Gomez. Doesn't beat the first man, but it's with Højbjerg, who can't do anything with it. Christensen finds Richarlison, who misses the target, and that is going to be it for the first half. It's a lovely ball forward. Sidibe trying to get back. Does. Maya gets the pass, but Sidibe picks it out. Yerry Mina. It's a poor pass. Christensen, a very late tackle there. And that is going to be a free kick and a yellow card for Christensen on his debut here. On his official debut and his unofficial, he received yellow cards very late. Dived in just after he played the ball, and there's no denying that was a yellow. Could have possibly even been a red. It's a nice free kick, but it's just a bit high. Digne. Somehow that ball has played off. Iwobi, Calvert-Lewin, Højbjerg, Gabamin, Andre Gomez. Calvert-Lewin, close range, has the chance and does make it 2-0 here against Crystal Palace. A very well worked goal. Played around nicely, and get Calvert-Lewin that close, and you hope that there's only going to be one reaction. It's a lovely little turn. It's a lovely ball. No one on him. Keeper poorly positioned. And Calvert-Lewin had so much of the goal to aim at that really he couldn't miss. I don't know where Holgate is, but Højbjerg is having to work at right back. It's crossed in. It's over everyone. Yerry Mina does get it away, only as far as Kouyaté. Maximilian Meyer. It's played through. Cenk Toussaint. It's a good save by Pickford. Digne gets it away, and Iwobi can just run. Just going to look to hold on to the ball, so I don't concede anything stupid. Iwobi with a nice turn. Iwobi was looking to make it 3, as Crystal Palace looked to make it 2-2. Dodgy clearance from Christensen. Holgate clears that, and that surely, that's a foul by Iwobi. Crystal Palace doing everything. Oh no, not a foul. He was offside. Crystal Palace wanting to get back in the last gasp effort. McCarthy has a shot. Iwobi clears it away, and we do come away with all 3 points from opening day here. Very tight in them last 15 minutes. Crystal Palace putting on the pressure, winning a penalty and getting a man sent off, and then it was just up to us to defend, really. Them last 15 minutes, it could have gone either way. It could have been pulled back to a draw, but fortunately for us, it wasn't, and we do pick up all 3 points on opening day here. It's a lovely first goal from Richarlison. Calvert-Lewin doing well, but definitely deserved the win, but them last 15 minutes were very unnerving. So, in the post-match press conference now, how happy are you with your first win? I am very happy. It's very good. Very nice win. So I say there's still lots to do, because there's still the whole season. Obviously aiming for 6th or 5th. Højbjerg put in a great performance. It was a very strong debut. It was a very good debut. I'm very happy. I'll say it's clear why I brought him in. He's been very good, and I think I made the right decision dropping Sigurdsson for him. Digne, again, very good player. Played very well. So I've got nothing. I'll say he deserves all the praise. I do hope he can continue to amaze us with performances like that, because otherwise we're in a bit of deep doo-doo. So we'll just advance forward Sigurdsson saying thank you for letting him play. I'll say keep it up. And Seamus Coleman is out for one match, which we expected. But I will advance forward to the game against Watford. And I will, between episodes, I'll look for goalkeepers. But we've had a transfer offer for Coleman come in. Again, he's another player like Baines who I'd like to keep at the club just for the fact of who they are and how long they've been there. But, like I said, I will look for goalkeepers between episodes. I will... so thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you are new. Click that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload, which is daily, 3 PM weekdays, 12 PM weekends. And I will see you next time.